Hi guys, and welcome to episode 24 of my Ymir multiplayer series. So, I've put the title of this one as Tax Rebellions. Well, I think that at least that's going to be the title. And that's because, yeah, I've had a rebellion. I can't believe it. I had 29 loyalty, and they got me. The people of Redwood rose up, 100-something warriors and about 30 archers, and they attacked my soldiers, attacked Gontran proud to at the palace, and they all died. Sadly, because they all died, and all the soldiers died, we've gone from 240 soldiers to 140. Now we're at 173 because I've left it about, I think it's been a day, half a day. So we got some people back, and we are growing massively. 46 inactives coming in now, and we are growing our generational phase. But in terms of actual jobs and how we're doing with jobs, we're not doing that good. I'm actually going to turn some of these to regular. I do not need that many people. Okay, so a lot of jobs aren't fulfilled. We've got all our critical jobs fulfilled, like I hope they would be. So the basic market stuff, the food jobs, like the butchers and the farmers and all of that. But loads of our industries, pottery, cider, all of that aren't working. Money situation though, it was bad at first, but actually it's been improved. And actually now we're earning not bad money. 40 coins, seeing how little population we have, not bad. On the tax situation, even though it's not the best way, and I am annoyed, I'm not annoyed, but a little bit upset we've had the rebellion, the rebellions, as I'm sure you're aware, massively boost your loyalty for that short time. So it boosted me straight away to 80 loyalty after the rebellion, and our maximum loyalty is 100 because we've got much less population. Because we're at 80 loyalty, I actually set my taxes straight away like I wanted to 50%. So we've now got 50% taxes, and our loyalty is still fine. Because actually, if it comes to loyalty, state, high taxes, minus 12. That is nothing. If you think the forced labour at 50% was 50 loyalty, 50% taxes is only minus 12 loyalty. So once we start to bring forced, policies, economy, forced labour down even more, from 35% to maybe 15% or maybe even 0%, we will have so much spare loyalty. And with all this extra state power we've got 57 state power, with more coming as we get better building efficiency. My goodness, we're going to have so much state power. With all that state power, I want to get outposts set up, and I also want to get that second city. It seems that copper is really, really abundant at the moment. Look at the market, 3.5. They're selling below the base price for me, and I've got a SIB point in. Actually, I have a SIB point in copper ore? Yeah, I have a SIB point in copper ore. So it's really cheap at 3.5 coins. But I want to get really producing bronze. 50% tax means basically everything I state by costs 50% less. So shovels will cost, I think it's usually about 24 coins for me to make a shovel. So shovels only really theoretically cost me 12 coins to make. Obviously I have to pay, somebody has to work them, so I'm just buying them off the market, but it is much cheaper. And all my industries will also earn me money here. So I want to get pumping out bronze, and I am going to need a lot of copper. And even though, yes, I can buy it off the market, I want to get some outposts set up to mine some copper. And there was a lot of outposts in this area on all these mountains, but people have just gone inactive and quit. You can see this guy here. Him and his friend ruled this area over here. Now they're both inactive. One's actually fully gone, and the other one got them all rebelling. So there's little spots like you see here, the spot here with copper. And I'm assuming this one's probably got copper or silver or something. And down here. So I'm going to scout that all up. I'm going to make, not right now while I have low jobs, but I'm going to make a little party of some javelin men. Go scout all that area. Find some good outpost spots. And get some outposts set up. I'm not sure how outposts work anymore. I think they've gone from 3 coins per building to 2 coins per building. And they still have no administration cost from distance or anything like that. But I'm not sure how you transfer goods back to the capital. I'm not sure if it's got the same thing as the hamlets, or you just need to manually do it. If it's manual, it's going to be a pain in the ass, but I'm just going to have to do it anyway. But yeah, so that's what I want to do. Get some copper outposts, and even food outposts. Like, we're going to have so much state power, and it only costs 5 state power for an outpost. What's stopping me from producing more food? Maybe not apples or wheat, because we've got a lot of that in surplus now. But I could get a new food source, such as cabbages, which grow... Is it cabbage or is it... No, I keep saying cabbage. It's lettuce. Lettuce grows down in the arid, so I could get some outposts there. Or I could get carrots, which grow in the continental. Both work, but I think lettuce would be better. as we have so much arid below us. So other things I've been doing, I've also bought some silver. We're now up to 10 silver, so I can finally get coinage. But I can't, because coinage is 100. We only have, well, we're actually literally at our max knowledge use, which I've never had before. They've really upped how much knowledge cost there is, which I think is a good thing. But yeah, so we can't actually get coinage, which I think just improves building efficiency. We also can't get regional administration yet. It's even cheaper, but we just don't have the spare knowledge usage. I did pass 2 texts though, one of them being pictogram writing, which was extremely lucky at 40% chance to succeed. I got that in the first try, and that unlocks the level 3 library. But we don't have any stone. We can't. Nobody's making. Well, nobody was making stone. Is there any making stone now? No, I don't think anyone's actually even unlocked it. So we can't build that yet. So really, we just have to wait for the culture to grow even further, so we can get more space, get more knowledge space. I think first though I will go for a more comfortable home, because it's only 40 and I really want this furniture making. Now we've got taxes, I think furniture making will be really good. And I have answered my own question from a few episodes ago, maybe 7 or 8, which is, do the things stack? So for example, if you produce leather clothes and clothes, does it give an extra bonus? And it does. Because if we look here, 1.5, 2.25, actually this isn't a good example. I've seen it before where it's at 100%, but they can only afford leather. And then richer classes can afford leather and the normal clothes, and you can see an increase in the life quality they have from that. So providing furniture not only generates us a lot of money, it does also increase our life quality, which leads to more people. So the other tech I got, which I just got now, is mining tools, clay exploitation level 3, and mining camp. None of that's useful in Redwood itself, but in my hamlets, yeah, this only used to go to 100% when I had 50% forced labour, so it's going to be absolutely fine now. But my hamlets, they do, like, especially Clayton, need the extra mining camps. So as I'm reducing forced labour, guys, what I'm interested to see is how much does this affect the mining camps in my hamlets. Because in Southfields, I've got the 2 miners working this ore vein here, and they just about cover it. But I've still got 35% forced labour. If I go down to 0, they will definitely cover it, and there'll be some waste. And they're not even at max jobs either. So what I'm interested in doing is critical low. Yeah, just make sure. So what I'm interested in doing is upgrading one of them, but actually removing the other and getting another cattle farm or an apple field or something like that, instead of having the extra usage here. And yes, it means you may lose out on maybe 0.5 copper ore per tick, which does add up, but actually a whole nother farm producing loads of apples or cattle, I think will be better for wealth and be better for the nation. So I need to have a think about that. I'm definitely going to upgrade one. We don't have any builders. Okay, so builders don't cost a slot. So government, builders. Yeah, I can get some builders down. Builders down there. And I've already got builders in Clayton. So I'll upgrade Clayton now. I'm not sure if Clayton's the same though. I think because the tin deposit is so big. Actually, no, saying that, if I upgrade all 3 of the mines, it may be a lot of wasted usage. Let's have a look. So yeah, I already have, I think here, it's not actually fulfilled. So let's, this one to high. Let's recruit 2 there. Okay, so, oh wow. Oh, there's so much not used here. Wow, get all of these upgraded. Yeah, that's, I can't believe that. It's more than half isn't used. Or at least it's 50% used. So that is a lot more tin to mine there. That's really good. So I'll get the builders up and running. I'll set this back to critical. Get the builders up and running. And I'll get all these mining camps in Clayton done. and then I'll come back to Southfields to get at least one of those copper mines upgraded, and I may delete the other one, build a cattle field. Need to have a think about that. Okay, so that's the builders up and running. Yeah, these mining camps are quite cheap. Axes, leather, stone, and wood, they're really cheap actually. We'll get all of them upgraded. How long is it going to take? Hopefully not too long. And then we should maybe even double our tin output, but at least improve it quite considerably. Yeah, so I'll leave them to work. Clayton is still growing, 4 more inactives, so we should be good. Employed jobs. Yeah, we should be good. Also forgotten Clayton, let me just come back here. The clay exploitation, I need to upgrade that as well, because Clayton doesn't actually get all the clay there. I think it misses out maybe around 1 clay per tick. 1.4. Oh, this is cheap as well. So we'll get all these buildings upgraded. So now Clayton's going to be even more profitable. Going to produce a lot more stuff. See here, it's going to take hours for all these mining camps to be built though, so it won't be anytime soon. I'll check back here. One other thing I want to say is, before I had the rebellion, and I wasn't even at max capacity because I was still growing about 12 people per tick, 12 porcos, I had 4,000 score and I was in 12th place. But yeah, we're heading up. Obviously, a lot of people have gone inactive and have quit, so I have jumped up quite a lot from that. But I am also improving Castell, and we are getting better, and hopefully we can rise into at least being one of the strongest nations here in the south. But it's not there's anyone below me, so there shouldn't be any problem with being the strongest in the south anyway. So there's also 2 new techs I've got, well, able to research, which are diplomatic treaties, which allows for 10 nation subordinates, which is really huge. A massive upgrade from alliance marriages. But again, nothing I'm interested in. I haven't even got alliance marriages yet, so that wouldn't be particularly useful. But more importantly, we've got education, which I really like this tech. It boosts the intelligence of your population, and it also, for quite cheap, just allows you to make quite a lot from taxes. So I really do like education, but it costs quite a lot of civ points, and I want to put the civ points into furniture. And obviously also we don't have the knowledge space to research it yet, but this is another one which I want to get. I also want to get more scribes, because there's so many techs that require scribes, and also I want the scribes so I can claim more territory using administration. So I think I will build another scribe building once we sort out our situation and have more jobs available. Hello again, I'm back. It's been, I think, 1 or 2 days, and I've just found something out which you guys probably knew about, maybe especially there's more experience of you, but I finally answered my question to monetary unit value, which is the monetary supply divided by the total wealth. My previous question, a question I've had since I've started this game, is what is the monetary supply calculated by? And I finally found out by looking on the Discord. I don't know why I didn't look sooner. Monetary supply is the GDP divided by 10 plus, and this is the really, really important thing, your treasury. So the more money you have in the treasury, the higher the inflation, basically. And that's pretty simple. I don't know why I didn't think about that before, but this has completely changed how I need to play the game. Basically, the more money you stock, the lower your wealth of your citizens is, which means in my case, really low at 0.62, a lot of my citizens can't afford alcohol need or the clothing need, which means these industries aren't actually producing very well. So it has been, yeah, like I said, a few days. I am growing back again, but 217 jobs, and I am continuing to grow. There was a big mishap with the fish. You can see the fish market is really unstable at the moment, but I upped my price to 3, and I have now been buying fish. So I have got a good amount. In fact, I'm going to up this to 10. I've also opened up rugs. So with rugs, I decided I would go for it. It's 1 civ point to actually get the rugs, and then 1 civ point for consumption, just like the other industries. The textiles, obviously, we produce a lot of textiles, and it's really good. And the wool is the main reason I didn't want to go for rugs before, but I've decided to just try and go for it and try and buy some on the market. If I find nobody sells to me in like reliably, I may have to come out of rugs. But so far, I've been able to buy a little bit of wool, and I don't use that much. I only use 0.6 per building. So the rug buildings produce like literally no rugs, but you produce a lot of wealth. So I am happy with the rug building, especially that they use textiles, which is something I produce a lot of. Other things that have happened is I also managed to get some more text. My knowledge use is literally capped, but I did get carpet making, obviously, for the rugs, and urine and herring, which I can't believe I got on the first try, at 50% chance, to get the leather to level 3. So I've upgraded these. That saved me 8 jobs. Really happy about that. And also producing a nice amount of wealth as well. So that's all sorted. My industries are really back in full swing, but I've still got forced labour at 35%. But you can see here, budget balance of 53, which doesn't sound that great. But when you think when I'm state buying 4 shovels per tick, each one at 27, that is actually quite good. My budget balance is really good, and I've had so much cash, about 4,500, and that is what prompted me to look in to monetary unit value. I was like, why is my unit value at 0.4 wealth per coin? That is atrocious. It turns out my treasury, I had so much money, it's brought it down, and that is why my my wealth has gone down per coin, because I've been making more and more money recently. The reason it was so high before was because I had, 200 coins? So I've changed up my tactic. I'm now buying a lot of goods. And I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. I had these unfinished houses here, and I was just thinking, I don't need to upgrade them just yet. But what I've been doing now is just state buying some resources, such as shovels, and on the market, spending my cash to buy a lot of other resources so I can upgrade them. Because actually, it's hurting me to hold the money. It actually hurts my economy. So spending the money is actually way, way better for me, which is exactly why I'm doing this now. So upgrading these houses is really good, because I do need more jobs, but it also is just improving. It's allowing me something useful to spend my money on, which is, getting more people, because that improves my culture, generation, and it improves my wealth, which at the end of the day, the whole point of this game is to produce more score so you win. And you produce score through producing more wealth and getting more culture. They're the 2 big ways. And both of them need more people. So that is why I now want to upgrade these. Again, I don't know why I wasn't upgrading them before. So I just need a few more shovels. But I think I'm going to state buy. I put out an order of 22 coins to get these. It's really cheap still. But I think I'm going to state buy them. I'm thinking, what would I use the shovels for? I produce shovels at 23 coins, but everybody wants these at 21, so I can't even sell the shovels. Another way I've spent some coins, is I've been trying to buy gold. 225, 9 bars, that's about what? I think 2,000 coins worth of gold, just under 2,000 coins worth of gold. And I've still got 3,000 coins, so I would like to get these techs. Authentication seals, that's 1,000 coins. What else is there? Education, 500. Coinage is obviously 1,000 as well. Sewage is 1,000, but I don't have the knowledge space, and I can't upgrade the Elder Circle. We just physically don't have stone blocks unlocked. But I'm going to have to spend money to really get my wealth back up. You can see now my wealth is at 0.62 per coin, which is quite low. Earlier I had it at 0.8, but I've been selling loads of stuff, so yeah, here, this guy, Wu Shan, is buying tin at 7.5, which is really profitable for me, because I've got all my metal industry opened up again, so my tin being produced, bronze, all of that, and it's much more profitable now that I've got taxes, but I still got tin coming in, so it's really profitable to sell the tin to that guy, especially the tin market at the moment, where he's buying at 14 coins and no one else is really buying. So I'm going to take off this tin. No, I'll leave it on 20 coins. But yeah, so it's really profitable to sell at 7.5 coins. So that is constantly bringing a lot of money. Let's see how much I've made. Yeah, about 3,000 coins from selling the tin ore. So that's brought a nice amount of money, but it is, again, lowering my wealth per unit. So I want to get more workers so I can open up these new industries to hopefully raise my wealth. And then at the same time, I want to spend the money in my treasury to get some wealth per money up again. So yeah, that is the situation currently. Upgrading all these houses, growing my population back again. No techs, can't get them. I've looked into getting an outpost, and I've got a little party here of just 5 units called the Falcons. Can't wait for them to get 100 action points, and then I'm going to scout down south all those mountain tiles and hill tiles in the south. I'll actually go on the map and show you, to look for any gold, silver, even just copper and tin. Yeah, down here, because there was outposts here before, but the people have gone inactive. In fact, you can see it was here, this one. So the guy before me did scout all this area, but he never obviously prospected. So it'll be good for me to come here because it's not going to be in the void, so I'm not going to like lose the party. And do not prospect because I won't have the action points, but just memorize what's here and then set up some outposts. But outposts have been changed. It's like I said before, 2 coins per building instead of 3, but you can only have 5 production buildings, which is really bad. So outposts are basically a hamlet. Well, not a hamlet, sorry, but a what are these called? Regional territories, sorry, that just cost money and state power instead of administration. So they're not as good as they used to be, the outposts, but they're still good. And with so much state power, I would like to get 1 or 2 down here. After that, I do want to work on trying to get regional administration with the knowledge to get a city in this area, potentially. If not, down south and get arid crops, or in the west here. But I just really need the knowledge space, and hopefully as my city grows, I will get more culture to improve my knowledge space. So anyway guys, I'm going to end the episode there. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It's been a little bit shorter than some of my others, but I've covered a few things. If you have enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you left it a like, and subscribe to the channel if you're really enjoying the Ymir content. Before you go, I just want to say I have also started a little short series on Rising Lords, and it may also be finished by the time you see this video, but it's similar in certain ways to Ymir, the sort of start of the game. Give it a try, watch maybe the first video, and if you like it, maybe check out the whole thing. But yeah, I'm really enjoying playing that at the moment, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it too. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in episode 25.